What's up YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here, and welcome back to our TCG live stream on my channel. Today we're still testing for the Pokemon TCG World Championships taking place at the end of August in San Francisco. I'll be competing, and I'm currently at the Master Rank League, testing out a plethora amount of decks so we can actually decide which deck we should pilot at this prestigious event. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. We're going to be starting off with a little bit of Grimmsnarl. I have been playing Grimmsnarl for like half a year. It's also partially the reason why I got my Worlds invite, so let's start with that one first, and then yeah, navigate towards stuff like even Slowking, stuff like Lillie's Clefairy box. All that stuff is also going to be happening in this live stream. So I wish you all a very fantastic day wherever you are in the world. Let me know where you're watching, and we're going to be having a great time today. Get yourself a soda, a snack, and this is going to be a little bit of gameplay on the higher ranks in the Master Rank League. Currently at 1700 and something else, so we'll see what opponents await us on the other side of the world. As we know, Pitch Black is going to be the main set legal for the World Championships. There has not been like big events happening in that format because we're currently on a season break. That means the upcoming regionals will start in September. So currently we're August, so not a lot of events to start off with. But yeah, this is not a great hand. Let's just be honest. If you're playing Grimmsnarl, this is your hand. Watching from Germany in the morning. Oh, what a YouTube poll. Yes, we're doing it in the morning this time around. So we're up against Dragapult. Like in the higher ranks, you will see Dragapult time and time again. This is actually a very horrendous start up against Dragapult. They have the Buddy Puff, and they have their Dreepies, Dunsparce, all that stuff. The only thing that can save me is either a Buddy Puffin or a Lillie's Clefairy. Lillie's Determination. That's gonna save me. Other than that, this is gonna be really horrendous. Oh, they have the Dracloak already? Yeah, this is not gonna be pretty. Come on, top deck of the century, let's do this. It's a Buddy Puffin. That helps. That is definitely better than nothing, so I'll take myself these two guys. I could also get myself a Snorunt, but at this point, getting out Impidimps is gonna be more important than ever before. We're gonna be getting ourselves Air Balloon. Could just get Attached Retreat. It's still fine. Retreat, because we don't have any Munkidori, so don't worry about that. Let's just get these, and then hopefully get a supporter next turn. This is like, okay, right? Didn't have like any monkey energy. Would have been better, but at least maybe we stretch her proactively to get that energy. The reason why we do this is that we will most likely get item locked as well, so if we draw to a Munkidori, at least we have that. So yeah, item lock is ready to go. Hopefully they will not have an additional energy. Dracloak on the Banshee evolving, so we are having to do it without supporters. A good night from America. Alright. Have you decided what to play yet? No, Dylan Clark, I have not. I have a couple of good lists that I'm testing out, so it's all about making the choice which decks to bring along. I'm only going to be taking like 3 decks to Worlds. Okay, item lock is, yeah, Frozlass here. Not really what we need. Yeah, I actually will take the Spike Mod for the Grimmsnarl just in case they bump this stadium. And we will, yo, we have the rare candy capability. Interesting. Can I start swinging here? We don't have a lot. Maybe we just Itchy Pull on him, because if I attack and then they Dragapult, I don't have anything to do. So maybe it is better to just hang on to this item lock. There also seems to be, they could have like Dragapult EX and Crispin, I suppose. But this item lock will need to stick here, because the problem with this situation is that if I would have attacked, they would have had access to items and all that stuff, and I really want to like draw at least a supporter so I can get myself going. At this point, there is going to be another oh, they have the Lillie's Determination. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. And the Dunsparce as well? Okay. They will have a lot of time to set these fellas up, but I really want to have an additional turn at least. Because I would have like attacked the active Dreepy, and then they would have responded with a Dragapult EX instantly. At this point, there will be 2 of these fellas. I need some Munkidoris ASAP. Yeah, I think next turn they will be able to attack. They're also not able to play Ultra Ball or anything like that, but they have triple Dracloak, so that's scary. I can save my rare candy for later. Yeah, now I'll have to attack. There's the Monkey Dory. Let's go. I will save this Monkey Dory, by the way, because typically they go after these kind of fellas. What they could go after these fellas. Yeah, I'll have to attack here. That's the only way. Taking prizes, they can boss this if they want to, but yeah, also having a Budu on board doesn't feel too great. Yeah, because they will be able to take multiple prizes here. I could continue with the item block, but my hand is like, I have not seen a supporter at all. Let's go. Maybe they're forced to like get all of these evolved. Or yeah, they have 11 cards, so they probably is gonna set up their own Monkey Dories. Come on, supporter. Any supporter, please? Bruh. Well, what is this? Okay, Grimmsnarl has... Always love to see Grimmsnarl. Yeah. Have you tried out 2 cannon? I have. But not convinced quite yet. Crushing Hammer shenanigans. That's okay. So, what do we do? There's like 2 Dracloaks. At best, there will be like 2 Dragapults here. The question is, will they just boss up Monkey Dory? Get rid of Monkey Dory and Budu at the same time? Or will they slap into this Grimmsnarl and giving us some damage to work with this monkey? I would have waited with the monkey, but then they would have bossed up my Morgrim, which is even more horrendous. So, yeah, there's Dragapult DX, alright? Yeah, not the best start. Dragapult DX is the best card in the format. Yeah, Tinning could be okay. Yo, this is the play I was talking about. Like, my Monkey Dory being in play, irrelevant. I do have E-Switch still in deck, so at least there's that. Snorant, that's gonna do absolutely nothing for us. And also, there is a Grimmsnarl prize, so all bad stuff. All bad stuff indeed. So, how do we proceed? Just attacking here, I guess. This guy will most likely evolve. Double Dragapult, like, I don't think we can do anything about this. We have not seen a supporter at all in this entire game. At what point? Probably like, I would say 4 days before the event. Then I'll know what deck I'll be playing. I will have experience with a lot of archetypes at the same time, so there's that. Crushing Hammer. Yeah, let's go. Crushing Hammer Tails. Okay. So, at this point, I could take a 3-prize turn. If I can find Energy Monkey Dory. If I can, like, find a supporter. There's, like, a lot of things going wrong here. My Grimmsnarl number 2 is prized. They can still boss this guy up. Then I'm forced to slap down this Impidimp. They could have... yeah, there's a Crispin. Okay. Crispin to power up this Dracloak and this Monkey Dory. And then Monkey Dory will transfer over 30 to this Morgrim. Oh, or this could work as well, I suppose. Yo. They can get rid of this guy and slap 200 there and have the risky runes on board. Too much. Dragapult is just too much. Yeah, this happens if you don't have the Grimmsnarl. This is what I played, by the way. Nothing. Now this guy was also healed. I will be able to take down one Dragapult DX, but that's where the fun will end. They will take down this guy. They only need 2 more prize cards. Actually, 3 more prize cards, and this guy is also heavily damaged. Ugh. Risky runes also on board. What can we draw? Not even a supporter. Are you kidding me? Like, an entire game, no supporters. Yeah. Okay, okay. We've learned something with this deck. It is lackluster in the draw department. Let's play something else, alright? Here we go with the Slowking deck. Apparently, people are also thinking this is okay. Yeah, that was not really nice. This is my first game not having like a draw supporter at all. That feels really rough, man. Maybe this time, with this Slowking deck, we will have something... the average Dragapult experience. What decks are you leaning towards for Worlds? Grimmsnarl, a little bit of Honchkrow, Slowking. There's a lot of decks, but I think I'm like navigated towards 4. I really like aggressive decks, right? You know? Okay. How does TCG Live give me like... I only play, I think, 8. Oh, Festival Lead. This is a very rough matchup for this archetype. Yeah. So, very rough matchup. This deck is great into Dragapult. The best way to play Pull that World, I think the Crushing Hammer build. Most consistent build, I would say. 4! This is like TCG Live randomization right there. That's not fair. That is not fair at all. At least we have the Spectrier already. Ultra Ball, get rid of, I guess, this and this. Slowpoke. Okay, let's get them fresh. Slowpoke is ready. We can get Slowpoke and Latias. Kyurem's in the deck. Okay, that's my turn. Let's hope the opponent does not have a turn 1 Shaman, right? Dog's Box, Channeler Control. Yeah. Channeler Control looks interesting, I'm not gonna lie. So, Festival Lead. It all comes down. Are they playing Shaman? Can they find it through the means of a Pokepath? Tatsugiri. Maybe they whiff out. They may get a Gladion. You can get a Gladion again. The game's over. No Lily's Determination. Please. Oh no, they have the Pokepath. Sad. Okay. Sure. If it is a Shaman, I can go Spectrier and knock it out. Maybe the Shaman is priced. I could also just knock out... If this becomes a Shaman, I can knock out the Goldeen, saving myself an additional turn, right? Twacky. Yeah, the game's over. The game is over. I don't see Shaman. We were a little bit prepared, I would say. But this is what Slowking is best at doing. So, Energy, Slowking, Retreat, Cypher, Kyurem, whatever. And let's go! Kyurem, Trifrost. Everything knocked out at the same time. Bam! Insane. That attack is still bonkers. So, we switch decks when we lose. So, against Festival Lead, it's a really difficult matchup. Still doable if they whiff the Shaman. And if you see Alakazam with Slowking, you instantly lose, I would say. Because they have a lot of outs to finding stuff. Like, for example, the Shaman. They also compact with a high amount of Balsasaurus. And we rely on a 300 HP, 3-price draw engine. So, there's that. Alright. Is it the same opponent? Is it the same opponent? And we go first again. Yes. Okay, let's see if we can pull it off again. Leading off with Kangaskhan. This is a fantastic hand. What are they playing? Meowth. Okay, that's good, that's good. This is fantastic. Like Pokepad, get the Slowpoke on board. We already have the Latias, so we can go Telepath. And then get ourselves Slowpoke. I could get Smoochum on board, but maybe it's just better doing it like this. Yeah. Then draw some more cards with the Run Errant. We have the Metagross, so that's great as well. Lillie's Determination. Energy, so that means I will instantly with Meowth have access to great attacks. I don't like getting rid of Wondrous Patch, but we have more of those, so I'll just get rid of... I'll get rid of the Metagross. Yeah, we still have Stretchers, so get rid of these. We have another one in deck, and I'll take Kyurem, because Meowth decks typically are setup-based decks, right? Currently in hand, there's no Slowking. So maybe I should focus on Slowking instead. And then we have Cypher Maniac to put anything we want on top of the deck. Yeah, that's gonna be it. We end the turn. Yeah, there's a lot of Nintendo 64 music. This is like my favorite games growing up. Think about DK64, Banjo-Kazooie, Star Fox, all that stuff. Like, I really was the pinnacle of my childhood for sure. Nintendo 64. Let me know what your favorite generation of console, or maybe your favorite console of all time is. I'm really interested to hear you guys' opinion. No, Shaman. Such a shame. Is this Dragapult again? Darkness Energy, Meowth. I think it's Dragapult, right? I could also just Metagross this Meowth. The better play would be to Spectrier, but then I would also need maybe a Boomerang Energy, or I'll become trapped in the active. Chiyu. Dreepy. One Dreepy. One Dreepy is fine, right? One Dreepy is fine. I could also Spectrier just one Dreepy. Buy ourselves an additional turn right there. There's a Kyurem in hand. Not really what we need. If I go Boomerang Energy, I don't want to slap down Meowth. But if I KO this as a 2-prizer, that's pretty okay. That's pretty okay. Slowking? I might get item locked though. I might get item locked. Let's go Slowking first. I don't know if I will draw into like the stadium card, so I like have to play it really smoothly over here. Now that I think about it, I'll just go with this. Do have Switch in deck? Switch is in deck. I probably might get item locked. So we go... We could still... We have the Cypher Maniac here, right? So now we can just put anything on top of the deck that we want. So first of all, we can draw cards. Then, yeah, we're just gonna draw cards first. Let's go. More Kyurems. Stretcher could get myself Metagross. I will have to just get Telepath over here. So that's the second Telepath. I probably will need to smooch him at one point if I want to re-establish energies, or things will be way too slow. Yeah, I'll go with that. Then I will utilize Cypher Maniac. And fun fact, I'll put Metagross, Spectrier as prize regardless, so that helps. So Spectrier, and I'll also take my Surfer with me. Yeah, because then I can switch into the Smoochum and get energies on board once again. Yes. Let's do this. Retreat. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's not necessary because we're going for Metagross. Yeah, doesn't matter. We can just go for Lillie's Determination, which would have been better in the first place. I was thinking like, oh, all my energies are going away because I was thinking about the Spectrier attack. Spectrier attack would be nice to find, by the way. No. So this, irrelevant. This probably should have been another Slowpoke, in hindsight. Stretcher. Do they have a rare candy? No, they're just gonna go for the Dragapult. Yeah, we're already in a great position anyway. Hi Zapdos, big fan. You're having a good stream. Thank you. Goku and Krillin, Dragon Ball Z fan. People grew up with the Wii. Same here. Love 64 and GameCube is good too. I have not chosen a deck quite yet. Did you see the new Psychic Annihilate? Yeah, not too big of a fan of it. Not really necessary. So Dragapult in the house. I do not have. I do have Kyurems, but that's the only cards I have. I could also just give an energy and go for Super Psybolt. That's maybe like a safer approach, I would say. Torchic. If I find an energy, I can knock this guy out. If I find an Academy at Night, I can technically cure him. And then Smoochum's there to save the day. Blaziken builds. Even with Shaman, they're like... Even with Shaman, they're struggling because of consistency. How many stretchers in here? 1. If I had Spectrier, this guy would have been toast. And then I could have... Oh, unfair stamp? Yeek! Yeah, it doesn't matter what I put on top with Cypher Maniac. Never punished. Lillie. The only card I need is an energy card. They're probably gonna... I don't know if they're gonna retreat this Dragapult. They're probably, right? Retreat into Torchic? Nah. Retreat into another Treepy, yeah. Or retreat into Budu even. Okay, that's more scary. Being item locked here. If I would have drawn like Stretch or Kyurem, that would have been really, really, really bad. There's the itch. Let's see. What can we do? How can we respond? Nothing. Lillie, energy is all we need. Yeah, even a boomerang here. I'll just go with this energy instead. Because of the fact that I can get it back with the Wondrous Patch. Let's go. And they've already burned their Disruption. Slowking attacks. Viciously attacks with the Super Psy Bolt. Boom. Get out of here. Love your content. Wishing you all the best to the tournaments, and I hope to see you dominating them. Thank you very much. What's it? It's a very Tito's Agatagalu. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but that's a mouthful for sure. Sure. 3 more prize cards. Yeah, this is a great position to be in. Spectrier is also part of the squad, so if there's another stretcher happening, we can cure him. But the most likely solution here is that I find Clefairy and blow this Dragapult out of harm's way. This is a little bit of a liability. Yeah, I put 20, 10, and 30 here, so they can take 2 prize cards at the same time. That's still okay. Dragapult Blaziken with Shaman. Okay. 100 people watching. Will Dragapult be dethroned at Worlds? That is the question. Let me know your opinion. I do have a little bit of a notepad where I think about like the amount of percentage or like what a deck, how popular it will be. Oh, another stretcher. Fantastic. I can just Spectrier the Shaman and blow everything up. That's an option, but they can also still evolve most of their Pokemon, so that's also kind of tricky. Special red card. Back-to-back disruption. Scary. Jet Headbutt. Sure. Sure, friend. Let's go with that switch. Let's go with Run Errand. Okay. We have Spectrier capabilities, that's for sure. So we can get energy here. Slowking here. And Cypher Maniac. The only problem is like I will need to go with Spectrier here. And then my following card should be a secret box. Because if I Spectrier, they can still... They're not going to item lock, their stretchers are gone. So that means I already have Wondrous Patch in hand. So if I just Cypher Maniac, the only cards I would need is an Ultra Ball Yeah, an Ultra Ball and an Energy. And then I can... But they maybe can attack... They can maybe attack with Blaziken here, right? Interesting. I don't know. What is the best play here? Maybe just Cypher Maniac. Sounds great. Sounds great to me. Retreat. Slowking time. We're gonna seek some inspiration. And we're gonna Spectrier with the shenanigans over here. Let's go. Shaman away. So now that the Shaman has been removed from play, I have two win conditions. I can KO with Clefairy, or I can KO with Slowking. If they want to go KO both of these Slowking, they will need to boss. If they boss, I have Cypher Maniac, which means I can go for Ultra Ball Energy, and then I can Clefairy the Dragapult. They have enough Pokemon on the bench, so the game is over. If they go for Blaziken... Is that a Dragon Ball Z chair? It totally is. It totally is. Yeah, Spectrier is gonna be the MVP here. So I only do two prize cards. So I either blow up Blaziken with Slowking and the Metagross combined with Brave Bengal, or I go for Clefairy. So either way, their disruption is empty. Unless they play a Judge, we should be okay. So Special Red card gone and Fair Stamp gone. We are good. They can still decide to like item lock at this point, but I still have a Surfer in deck as well. So there's that, and then they're not like progressing their board state. There is a Boss's Orders going on the Slowking. Yeah, that's exactly what I was predicting. Both Slowking will disappear here, but then I attack with Clefairy. But the cards that I top deck is a Cypher Maniac. I will use Cypher Maniac. Oh, maybe a Watchtower. Ooh. Yeah, Watchtower would have been insane. Oh, another Jet Headbutt. Ugh. That's not really what we want to see. Yeah, at this point, probably it is better. I don't know. If they're... Do they have stadiums? They have not put any stadiums down. So maybe it is better. Cyber Maniac, and I will get Secret Box, and I will get Ultra Ball, nah, and Energy as well. Then I just need more stuff. Secret Box and Clefairy. So if I run Errant, I get Clefairy, and I have all the rest, but I don't have the energy that way. Alright? So probably this is better. Yeah, I think at this point they can still attack with yeah, they can still attack with Blaziken here. Yeah, that's the problem. That is the problem. I don't have an energy here. So the Cypher Maniac was not really what we needed. If they attack with Blaziken, I have the Secret Box on top. So whatever, whatever, do what you want, man. Let's see what they decide to do. We have the Cypher Maniac on top, so we have Secret Box. Could have probably gotten out another Cypher Maniac. Could have been another thing. But with Secret Box, I have another Cypher Maniac, so it's fine. We have the energy. We have most of the cards we need to get this combo going. Could you talk a bit about some of your prep for big events, getting back into the Pokemon, big fan of your content? Well, how I get back into events like after a hiatus or everything like that is just keep up with the meta game. Just head over to limitlesstcg.com, head over to play.limitlesstcg.com, check out the deck lists that are doing well. And also, when you do that, make sure that you only focus on the decks that are like have decent popular. Don't focus on like the top 50 in deck, and then try to make sure you have, if you're playing a deck, that your deck does well against most of the most popular decks out there. So, and then you should be doing fine. So this is probably game, because look at that. You never know what I top deck. It is Secret Box. What are the odds? That's crazy. Run Errant. Oh, look at that. It's an energy card. Okay, what do we do now? So it's very easy. I will get rid of this, and this. Yeah. And then, what do we need? I think at this point, I'm still not there, right? How many energy in this card? Only one. Ugh. Yeah, that's not good. I'm still not there quite yet. This, that. I have Stretcher. Spectrier, still not where we need. I could also start swinging with Latias, right? So if I go Ultra Ball, maybe Stretcher and Lillie, I can definitely. The only card I would need is, yeah, I'll just focus on this. Sure. Would I have gotten it if I gotten another? Nah. The only Wonder Splash is only life. So, yeah, Ultra Ball. Get rid of these. Get that Clefairy on board. Clefairy. Wonder Splash. Well, let's go. Telepath. Slowpoke, why not? And now, we retreat and the game is over. Okay, sure. Hi Zapdos, I love my Honchkrow deck thanks to you. I trust all your opinions. I want to check out your masterclass. Yeah, you definitely should. If you're like a fan of Honchkrow, it's still okay. It's still a great deck. What do you think about Mega Slowbro? I think Spectrier is better. Spectrier is better. Okay, so Slowking does it again. What else? So preparing is all about checking out what did well. And I also use trainerhill.com quite a bit, so you can see which decks has better matchups into other decks. Check out specific tech cards, which ones work, which ones doesn't. So, haven't lost quite yet with this deck. We go first, yes. And I have seen one Shaman. It wasn't enough. It's a Slowpoke. Look at that. This is a great hand. If I draw into another energy card, that would be great. I could also Smooch him is an option. And then do it next turn. Yeah. Ultra Ball. Ooh, okay. Telepath. I think in that situation, I definitely will go for Kangaskhan. So we go Latias, we go Slowpoke, get these on board. Then we Ultra Ball, get rid of these two, find ourselves Kangaskhan. There's double Kyurem, so that's great. Like this, we will retreat. Before we play Pokemon for we need energies. Energy is the most important factor, right? Or maybe not, because we already have Academy at night, so we can Cypher Mania for the rest. Yeah, run Aaron first. Whatever. Let's go Pokepad. Let's get Slowking. And the only card we will, I'm just gonna get Boomerang and Kyurem with Decipher. Sounds like a plan. Definitely not discarding this Clefairy. It's way too precious for me. Let's go. So Cypher Maniac, Boomerang Energy, and Kyurem. Plays down Academy at night and then go Wazza! Is that a hammer? Is that really a hammer? Now my entire game plan going down the drain. So it isn't as easy as it seems. Because you're getting item locked. We will have to wait a turn, I would say. And the Lillie on top of it, like, opponent's drawing hot. Problem is they can Crushing Hammer again. So if this was Tails, the game would be over by now. It isn't. Not really. I don't mind playing against anyone. Like, if I'm going to Worlds, Regionals, Internationals, all that stuff, I don't mind playing against anyone. Like, even if they have like a very big name, and they're like always like busted at tournaments, really good. There's always a chance you can win if you like trust your own process and practice makes perfect. Yeah, this is not great. I will need to cipher for an energy and a cipher so we can do it again. Yeah. Hey, Itchy Pullen, let's go. Now this is annoying, I'm not gonna lie. So here we go. Cypher Maniac. I could also go to get that Smoochum on board. So we can go Telepath and Cypher. Let's go. The Cypher was maybe like not the perfect plan for an errand. Because if I now get like Smoochum on board, I would still need an energy. And with the Cypher, I ensure the energy. So if I smooch him now, maybe the Cypher is not really the perfect card. I just hope, like, if I Telepath and don't get out smooch him, I could still get out, I would say, another Slowpoke. That's not an issue. And hope the Crushing Hammer stills, and then I can get Boomerang on top and Kyurem on top, and the game's over. I could still go for smooch him, but then I run into the problem. No, that's still fine, right? It's still fine. If I smooch him, get 2 energies on 1 Slowpoke, then evolve into Slowking, but I will still be stuck. How many switch outs do I have? Switch. My Surfer is prized. Scary. Okay, we will have to go for this. Retreat. Into Smoochum. Do I get all the energies on 1 Slowking? If the Crushing Hammer's heads, I will have to go for this. It's a delightful kiss. I know. And I'll put them all on 1 Slowpoke. Let's go. And I will have Cypher Maniac to put Kyurem on top to bench wipe all these Dracloaks out of existence. Yeah, it's like a low HP Pokemon because at this point, with I would say 1, 2 Phantom Dives, I could get knocked out. If they Phantom Dive Latias and if they Phantom Dive Kangaskhan, like if they Phantom Dive Latias, put 6 on Kangaskhan, and if they Phantom Dive the yeah, for two of these, like take up 6 prizes, like Latias, Smoochum, and that's why I'm always like scared to slap this down. Nah, I don't know what I'm gonna play at. So, we have the Slowking, we have the Cypher. It's time to remove these Dracloaks from play. And then maybe get Surfer from the prize cards. Buddy Puffin. For nothing. They're tilting their deck, right? So that is not Shaman, that is a Meowth. Let's go. Smoochum showcasing why it is great to get energies into play. They could still get like double Crushing Hammer heads. But yeah, there could be like 2 Hammers prize. Half of them could be failing. More Dracloaks. Yep. By all means, evolve all of them. So I can like remove them all in one take. Crushing Hammers. I'm expecting them at this point. The Dunsparce as well, so they're drawing like half of their deck. So what we could put on top of the deck is... Secret Box is always nice to have. But all these Dracloaks will be removed from play. But then I will be left with no energies, stuck with a Slowking, and they most likely will item lock afterwards. Would not be a problem if Surfer was in the deck, but it is not. It is not in the deck. Buddy Puffin. Oh, more Dreepies. If they have Candy in their list, that would be interesting. Energy on this guy. Ichipollen. Okay, we're ready. We are ready. So, Slowking over here. Then, we retreat. Into Slowking. We go for the Cypher Maniac. We put on top. Cure him. And also I would need... I have already Lillie in hand, so that's great to start off with. Maybe... I could also get rid of Itchy Pollen, but I don't mind Itchy Pollen at this point. Maybe another Telepath. No, maybe a regular energy, so I can force those other energies to come live. I could still get special red carded out of existence, so maybe just getting safety precautions is better. Yeah, I'll do it like that. I don't trust special red card, you know. They have not played down any stadiums, that's fine. I have not either, so Seek Inspiration. Let's go. I will be trapped with my Slowking, so there's that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Could get rid of the Badu, but I get rid of everything. What's that? And I'm stuck with 0 energies in play, so that's a little bit tricky. Half of the prize cards. Surfer. Yo, that's amazing. Surfer into Smoochum? Is that an option? I did tin a lot of these basic psychic energies. Yeah, Surfer into Smoochum is an option. I don't even know if there were any left. Maybe one? Maybe there was one left. Like, using Smoochum for 1 energy feels bad, but I could still Surfer into Kangaskhan. Then draw 2. Or I could just Lillie and attach to the active Slowking. Is an option. I know I'm getting item locked, so... Interesting. I have a ginormous hand, so I protected myself from special red card at least, so there's that. It's bad. Dunsparce. So that's the problem. If this was a boomerang energy, the game would be over, but I did not have the boomerang energy. So now all my energies are stuck. And they're stuck in the discard pile if I'm getting Itchy Pollen, that's for sure. What do I do? Itchy Pollen, out. I can ensure an energy, but it can definitely be removed with Crushing Hammer, so that's annoying. In that case, I will need to slap down another Slowpoke. Yes. And to ensure I have an energy going into the Smoochum. Surfer into the Smoochum, get the energy here, but then I can get Crusher Hammer, then Ballast again. I have a monstrous hand, that's for sure, but nothing with... I have Clefairy energy, but nothing else? Ugh. Hold on, save my Surfer. Maybe we just Surfer, right? Surfer here. Draw some cards. Let's go. And then go for my Smoochum play. Let's go! I think I might... How many Ciphers in the discard pile? 3. Have to save my Academy at Nice just in case they go for Watchtower, Business, Delightful Kiss. There's only 1 left. Maybe I should have been taking regular energies instead, like these energies. Maybe. But yeah. This is where we land at the moment. Smoochum getting energy into play once again. They need to evolve everything because I have the capability of Crushing Hammer. No! Yeah, I should have expected as much. Energy goes down. Yeah, you can hit hide and sneak Pokemon with Trifrost. Don't worry about that. Okay, now there is a Dragapult. I can no longer win the game if... next turn. I cannot win the game next turn. Unless they attack with Phantom Dive. Maybe they keep on with the Itchy Pollen. Alright, my Delightful Kisses of Smoochum will no longer work. I keep all my stadiums in hand because I'm still afraid of a Watchtower. Stadiums have not been played quite yet. Be on the lookout for a Watchtower. There's a boss. Yowza, I'm stuck again. And now Surfer is not gonna help. They can keep itchy pulling. I need energies at this point. Yeah. Yeah, so I need to play. I don't want to play this, but I have to so I can maximize the chance to find at least an energy card. I do not find an energy card. Yeah, not great. I have to wait it out. At one point, they will need to. I can keep itchy pulling this guy. They're using their hammers with itchy pollen, so they still have 2 hammers. They have the Crispin. They can also start attacking with Phasantipity, by the way, to swipe or to go around into Slowking. But I still have a switch regularly in deck. If there's a bench space free, I still have access to 3 Ultra Balls that can find. Yeah, Azrael would be great, attaching boomerangs and all that, I guess. But Smoochum is better to get 2 of them. And if it gets knocked out, then you have access to Wondrous Patches, you know? Come on. There is a Crispin, so no intent to boss. How many bosses in their discard pile? Only 1! Like, look at their discard pile, like, really cleaned out. Like, all their stretchers are gone, though. So everything... all the energies are stuck here, forever. Recon. We are just waiting it out. For now. Don't evolve your Slowpokes, or they can also be trapped. How many Lilies have they burned? 3. Okay, maybe they deck out. Wouldn't that be fun? Runaway draw. 6 cards left in their deck. Let's go. 8 cards left in their deck. The Dunsparce is back. Nah, should have not knocked out the Badoo. This is totally fine. Like, even with 2 Dracologs right there, it's still fine. Itchy-Pollen, let go! They're still safe. They can just set up 2 Dragapult EXs. And it would still be fine. We'll just wait it out. At one point, they have to attack, right? Even if this guy has like 6 damage counts remaining, they can ball something up, KO that one at the same time. Oh, there is the Risky Runes. Monkey Dory. That's a poke. Then I need to evolve both Dragapult EXs. Imagine if there's one prized. This is an interesting game, and they still have double Crushing Hammers, by the way. Crushing Hammer is too good. It's too good. Energy on the monkey. Is my Smoochum being out? There's Dragapult EX. Are they planning to attack? Is it gonna be like whoosh, evaporation? Because this is not looking good, is it? Boston orders. Yeah, they know the exact math. They can win next turn. Adrena Brain. Ow. Yeah, I don't have Wondrous Patch currently in hand. The only card that could save me is like Lillie into Switch and stuff. Like, this guy's not knocked out, so I need to retreat. My hand is like too bad. Oh, this is bad, you know? Have to poke bad. Find something to deal with this. Secret box could help. Yeah, this is not good. We will retreat. Come on. I would say Switch and Lillie. Cypher. Yeah, that's not gonna get us anywhere. This guy's stuck. This guy will get knocked out. This guy will get knocked out. There's no more ways to win. Yeah. Crushing Hammer got us. So you see. Dragapult Crushing Hammer is like the BDIF. One hammer going your way. And the Smoochum is also like such a liability. You don't want to really get it out, but yeah, sometimes you have to. Okay. Here we go. Next time, big basic box. Yeah, that was well played by the opponent, by the way. If a Slowking is not attacking with a boomerang energy, you can trap it, and even then, if a hammer lands successfully, it's the same story. So, if the hammer was tails though, what would have happened? Okay, I don't know if this deck wants to go first or second. I think I'll go first and see how it goes. Maybe going second is better though. Instantly attacking. I'll see. Like, look at this hand. I'll go first. Let's see what it is. Yeah. I don't have Latias quite yet, but drawing cards seems very important. Spiritomb. Is that Garchomp? Let's focus on Duskbolt. Oh, that could be great. Getting multiple KOs at the same time. Meowth, Crispin. The only card that's missing out currently is a Latias, right? Okay. What to do? Instantly attacking with the Clefairy. Wellspring seems nice though. Something about the Wellspring. Getting Clefairy on board as well. Area 0. Yeah, that's fine. Festival lead on Goldeen and Seeking. Still not enough, I would say. Still not enough, like, Dragapult's too strong. Cynthia's Garchomp. It's been a while since I've seen that. Cynthia's Garchomp does one-shot my Kangaskhan. I can get rid of it through the means of Area 0 and Chimp Out, though. They did attach there, so I can trap the Cynthia's Spiritomb, which is great. Yeah, we have Serrano, so it's fine. I can trap, go for a Wellspring Ogerpon, remove my liabilities, run errand, Cypher Maniac. Yeah, not really the cards I can like Crispin. Yeah, Serrano is probably better. Latias. Probably these guys. Clefairy. Yeah, Chimpao is in there, so that's great. We have the Prime Catcher as well. Okay. Interesting deck. Latias. Psychic Energy. Retreat. Area 0 can still work later. Sop. Okay, so we can take down 2 Pokemon at the same time, but we also need to get rid of the Kangaskhan, which is a liability. And they also could have those tool cards, right? Tool cards, Cynthia's Power Weight, helping these guys out. The entire squad is here. I don't believe this is great, right? Yeah. Gale of Darkness soundtrack of Pokemon XD. Really nice. This guy requires 1000 energies. So I can always Meowth, Boss's Orders. This guy as well at one point. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of Rose Raid, by the way. Anything else? It would be nice to like boss this guy up and get rid of 2 Gabites at the same time. Hilda. Garchomp and energy, yeah. This is not good. Definitely with Kangaskhan being like really... Okay, Crispin. Have to go for Crispin, I suppose. Water energy, psychic energy. Over here. Still not really where we need to be. Attachment here. More Wellspring. Yeah, it's gonna have to be the fantastic Torrential Pump. Get rid of this. And now 2 Garchomps emerge, right? We have balls, so we can boss and then sop a little bit. Do you think Alakazam to Cannon is making it far? Maybe. Alakazam to Cannon. Here's the Gibble. How do we proceed here? Another Rosalia? No. Yeah, another Rosalia. Sure. Energy there. Garchomp? Are they waiting? Surfer? Oh, they have the Surfer. Okay. The Surfer being played right here is pretty good because now I can trap Rosalia, which is nice. This has 400 HP though. Also need to make sure I can Chimpa away my Kangaskhan. 320. All the energies are gone, which is also reassuring. Can also give him a huge clap with the Cynthia. Yeah, unless they're playing new upper energy, we should be fine, right? If we just give this guy a huge attack. Yeah. Area 0. Telepath. More fellas. Do we need anything else? Prime Catcher is really nice. Just get rid of this guy. Also, the Chimpa would be really nice to find at this point. Chimpao and Clefairies. Yeah. Run errand. Look at that. Retreat into Clefairy. This guy's up 220. How much further can we take it? This guy could slap 170 afterwards. That's also pretty good. Getting another Clefairy done. I definitely need to get rid of that Kangaskhan here, because if there's like 3 of these guys, you can like 190, that's way too much. So if I Chimpao at the moment, yeah, maybe slapping down that Koraidon was like a mistake. Yeah. If this guy goes away, yeah, that probably was a mistake. Should have waited. But okay. 220 is still a nice number. And my liability is gone. Now that I think about it, I also get one shot with 190 HP here, so if there's not a Rose Raid prize, probably there isn't. Do I even have Disruption? I will have to like Meowth, Crispin, knock this guy out, and what then? Yeah, triple, yeah, now we're cooked. 190, we don't have resistance. Was there a better way? Maybe I should have bossed up a Roserade and went for some soft plays. Maybe that was safer. This is like doesn't look like a great matchup, by the way. Good night. Just dropped by to say hello before I go to bed. It's 2:46 a.m. Insane. In Canada. Thanks, as an Evan. Appreciate it. Yeah, even a Premium Power Pro, it would have not mattered. 220. Yeah, that's not good. What is my win condition at this point? What is my win condition at this point? I could swing and knock this out, but it's not gonna help. Maybe they don't have boss. They probably have boss. Yeah. We don't have disruption either, so that's like super tricky to deal with. I guess my game plan could be to treat Prime Catcher up Roserade and hope they don't have a switch out, right? Yeah, and then boss another one, do it again. Yeah, the deck doesn't run disruption, so yeah, boss and sup would have been better the last turn, most likely. Now they have multiple surfers, insane. Yeah, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Insane. Okay. Who knew? Cynthia's Garchomp with a bunch of surfers was the way. Okay, time to bring out the one and only Grimmsnarl. Let's see how it goes. That Cynthia's Garchomp deck was kind of difficult, man. Okay, not really the best hand. Again, what is with this Grimmsnarl deck? I cannot seem to find any supporters. Hello, I'm new to the game, completed a Mewtwo EX deck, about to take it to locals. Mewtwo EX. Team Rocket's Mewtwo, you mean? Good luck with that. Gibble's going first. Scary. Yeah. Come on, please, can I actually draw a supporter? Yeah, no, I'm out. What is this? This is like ridiculous. I've been playing Grimmsnarl and I have in 2 games never seen any supporter. Ridiculous. All right. Let's go. Oh, it's the same opponent once again? Really? It's just Garchomp. Annoying. Why do I keep hitting this one? Sure. And the opponent goes first as well. This is like too much to deal with. Are there like not more people on the rank ladder? What is your deck selection process? I'm planning on traveling to Europe for a regionals that doesn't from a region that doesn't have tournaments. Well, I typically play decks that have great matchup spreads up against the most popular decks. Test those out, feel how they like how they feel for yourself. You know, if it's like, oh, I like playing this deck, I can outplay my opponent left and right, then it's nice. So we're up against Cinch's Garchomp, a difficult matchup for Honchkrow, by the way. So play a lot and you'll figure it out for yourself. Like maybe like have a selection of like 3 decks you like playing that have great matchup spreads, and then see which one fits best for you. Which one has the highest win ratio, probably. Why do people have such busted starts? Why? All right. One, two. At least they didn't have energy, so that's great. Yeah, it'll be for next turn. I'm not gonna slap down Porygon. They can evolve to Roserade and Boss, and is that enough? That's only 50. Yeah, maybe I should have slapped it down. The Porygon. Do they have a lot of stadiums? That's the question. This is a matchup where the amount of supporters is really important. Like knocking out a couple of little guys, really important. Come on. Note that Honchkrow does have resistance. So I think I could do is I could Transceiver for Proton to ensure that I do draw, or that I have capabilities to draw into the Honchkrow. Then use a Factory to draw more cards. Save maybe an Ariana if I do draw another supporter. More Roselia. That's nice. I can Giovanni those. Oh, the active. Now I need to discard more resources. 3 in total. Not good. Oh, there's the Petrel in the first place. Sure. Pokepad. Yeah, this is gonna be a difficult matchup. I'm gonna say you that. I also need to, if I slap down Porygon, it's also gonna be tricky. I will go with this. Then I will draw some more cards. More Honchkrow. How many supporters in this card pile? 2. It's not enough quite yet, so I'm not gonna slap down Porygon quite yet. Although I will need to slap it down probably next turn. Yeah, this is also not good. Like having to discard 3 supporters. It's kinda meh. The Giovanni energy doesn't seem good. This one could be slapped down, that's fine. Sure, let's go with that. 1, 2, 3. You never know what you draw from the prizes, right? That really helps. Okay. You're really into Cube. I have never played Cube in my life, so I cannot help you out with that, unfortunately. Miracle Headset was in the deck. Porygon 2 was in the deck. If there is a big Cynthia's Garchomp, if you don't get the one-shot, you can still finish it later with some gusting capabilities. Typically, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 100 damage. So if I hit for 120, 120, pushing down to 280 HP. So I need 14 in the late game to finish this guy up later. There's a Hilda. Yeah, they need double Rose Rate in order to one-shot a Team Rocket's Honchkrow because of the resistance with the Corkscrew Dive. Stretcher joining the party. I can actually empty this entire hand, at least, so that's fine. 130. Can I actually... If I go for the one-shot, that would be very cool. If I'm able to do that, that would be amazing. An Archer. The best plan is to get the Honchkrow. I'm not gonna slap down another Murkrow here. I'm gonna save my Stretcher for later. Slap down Articuno. And hope for the best. Yeah, not really where we need to be at. If I get this, they're definitely gonna go after it, right? Wow, they could. It's fine. It's a bad matchup regardless. More Roto Sticks. I need all of them. I need 7 supporters. Oh, look at that. 7 supporters. Can we do it? We have 3 of them already. 2 from the Roto Stick. And then 2 again. That would be the dream for now. Let's do it. Nothing! Ah, that's sad. Really, really sad. With that being said, I will... How much do we have here? Typically, my game plan is to just... Don't do too much damage here, just 2. That's 120, and then finish this guy up later. Yeah. 3, 6, 8. Then I have enough to do a lot of stuff. I can still... Porygon to knock out the Rose Rate first. Or knock out, yeah. And then finish this guy off later with a Giovanni and the Porygon 2 later. And have enough supporters left for the one-shot for an opposing Garchomp. Look at that board, man. Harlequin. Okay, that's a little bit YOLO behavior right here. Of course it's a has. I only got 3 cards. Crazy. Yeah. They're gonna attack with this one. If it doesn't have a power weight, it will be amazing. Then it is kind of doable to knock out. Because I didn't go overboard with discarding all of my supporters there. Alright. Roto Stick. Archer. Is there still Ariana left? 1 Ariana. It's not a lot. Maybe it's better to go for the Archer instead. Then save Roto Stick and Miracle Headset. That's like probably... Okay, we have an Ariana here. Roto Stick, Miracle Headsets? Not at all. Not at all. 5, 7, 9. Still gonna be difficult though. I do have the Porygon too. How many supporters in my discard pile right now? 4, 7, 9, 180. 180. Hilda again. Is the plan now to one-shot with a Honchkrow, leave my Porygon 2 for later? I only still have 180. I could also go after this Gibble, or Gabite, by the way. And then blow up this guy up, blow up this guy. I can't. Oh no, they're gonna evolve. No, another one. Okay, now it makes it way more difficult. Definitely with a Porygon being prized. Yeah. The best plan is to one-shot this guy, believe it or not. Or wait, yeah, it's probably the best shot I could have. I have nothing left, so I'm completely depending on these stretchers. Crazy. No stretchers, however. So, very difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And this guy is the same guy I've seen 3 times in a row now. Energies in the prizes. 5, 9, 12, 16. I really need a stretcher. Okay. As you can see, I actually in Utrecht saw 2 of these Garchomp decks and they were really, really difficult to beat. I think this deck is not playing any stadiums either. Random Harley Quinn. Another Roselia. And the balls of my Porygon. That's probably going to be the game. Unless I draw like the nuts. Miracle headset and all that stuff. And stretcher for Porygon. Probably not, right? Oof. Yeah, don't count me out quite yet, right? Miracle headsets. Ariana, Giovanni. Hope for the best. Let's go. This is not gonna help. Only 1 support left. Yeah, that's the game. Honchkrow is not able to compete against Garchomp, unfortunately. Okay. Will Grimmsnarl this time around actually give us a supporter? Like, it has been like quite a while. Come on. It is still playing 4 Lillie, 2 Petrel, 2 Gwen, and a Pokegear as well. At least we're not up against Garchomp again, right? I think with Grimmsnarl you want to go second. Let's go. Oh, we have a supporter. Let's go. We can play the game. Amazing. $175 people watching. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the live stream content. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know down below in the live chat. With that being said, we're testing out a lot of decks currently to maybe play at the Pokemon TCG World Championships. So there's that. Okay, we're leading up with an MP Dimp. We have the Snorant, which is great. This guy has an ability. Slowpoke. Man. They have the ultimate combo. Starting with a Kangaskhan and having the Telepath. That's like the dream. The dream start. Will it be enough though? Will it be enough? Okay, here we go. Leading off with a Pokepass. Look at that. Oh, I play Shaman. I'm sorry, my friend. I'll slap this down. I'll slap this down. I'll slap an energy here. I'll go for a Spike Muff. I will activate the Spike Muff already to increase my chances to find Pokepads and more. Alright. And then go for a Lillie's Determination. If I find Budu, that would also be kind of good. Oh, Secret Box. Interesting. Yeah, that is very interesting. Secret Box. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Yeah. Buddy Puffin. Air Balloon. Spike Muff. And Lillie. Yeah. They can still knock the Budu out, by the way. So maybe it is better. If I go for item block, they can still knock it out, but then I can respond with a Grimmsnarl, I suppose. Maybe these are fine. I can get monkeys on board after I get knocked out, or maybe leave a space open. Yeah, leave a space open for potential Monkey Dory plays. Yeah. Retreat! I didn't find any Pokepads to set up Monkey Dories. That's kind of sad. But it is what it is. Ichipolan. So they are item locked. Finding Slowking should be harder than ever before. Right? It should be. There's a Cypher Maniac. Instantly. They can draw what they want. Is it going to be Slowking, Spectrier? Will my Shaman cease to exist instantly? Find out. Right now. They did have the best start ever. Luckily, we do have that Frostlass. If I had like double Frostlass pings, that would be amazing. Maybe I should have set up another Snorlax right here. Yeah, because they can still go for the tackle. Maybe that was actually a better play. Can still do it later, I suppose. But yeah, with double Frostlass, Shaman will also not... Hey, they're playing Monkey Dory here. What? Insane. So, Frostlass, Monkey Dory, Energy, and they're not sniping or doing anything, so... Air Balloon, Lillie. We have the candy here, so that's kind of impressive. I also still have access. I can start swinging here. That's like a lot of damage on board. I don't mind this at all. Stretcher could get back my stuff. It's fine. They can still knock me out with the Metagross though. But their Kangaskhan is gonna be in trouble. That is gonna be awesome. Retreat. And I always have Ichipolan for next turn as well. So let's go 180 on that. Let that Kangaskhan feel it, man. 30 on... This one will come up front. This one. Now they're forced to evolve both of these. Freezing Shroud will do a lot of stuff. I protect all of my low HP Pokemon with the Shaman. Testing any Excadrill today? Probably not. Probably not. I have tested Excadrill, but it feels like if you get Ichipolan, it doesn't feel that nice. So there's that. Kangaskhan already heavily damaged. We have the boss's orders in hand. Depends on if they can find Stadium card combined with Metagross here to knock us out. There's an Ultra Ball. I'm expecting to get knocked out here, and I'm fine with that. I can always like Yveltal trap at one point as well. There is the Metagross. Yeah, I will get knocked out here, but it's okay. Academy at Night is here. I will also have a second Munkidori, by the way. Here they go. They will take 2 prize cards, but that's fine. These guys, they also have the Darkness Energy on the Munkidori, by the way. Which is kind of insane. Munkidori and Slowking. I need to like boss that up. My Budu is gone as well. That's not nice. Munkidori and Slowking. Insane. Yeah. This could still be very... I have 3 prize cards that I gave up here. If I do find myself another rare candy, that would be amazing. Not expecting it, but yeah. There's a Pokepat. Here. Energy. Spike Muff over there. There's also the capabilities. Ah, with this Pokepat I could have also gotten Yveltal out, by the way. But Yveltal is unfortunately prized. So we have that. We have that issue. Could have gotten the Itchy Pollen, but it gets knocked out because of the Adrenabrain. So that's really, really sad. Yeah, my plan would be... Yeah, there's the rare candy. Okay. But is the rare candy enough? Slowking can still initiate attacks here. Yeah, we'll see. I can still evolve this guy and go for another play. I have the stretcher here. I could have rare candied and start swinging, but maybe this is better. There's still a special red card in my deck as well. Yeah. Retreating into this guy. And calling it a day. My Yveltal is also prized, so that's sad. I could have gotten an attack off here, but it's really scary because of the Adrenabrain. I need to get rid of that Adrenabrain with my Munkidori while attacking the Kangaskhan. And yeah, it's gonna be quite difficult to destroy all of these Pokemon at the same time. Luckily, I still have another Munkidori right here, so if they just attack the active, I would still have an additional turn on top of that. So the longer the Frostlass survives, the better. Triple Monkey, getting rid of the entire board. It's going to be a 6 prize turn. That's going to be my goal right now. I know they can transfer over 30, but it's not going to be enough. There's another Slowking. I don't mind. Yeah, at this point, my objective is like knocking this guy out, this guy, and this guy. The rest, I don't care. We have the boss. We have the Grimmsnarl. We have the monkey. They can only transfer... I have never faced against a Slowking with a Munkidori before. How do you even find your Darkness type energy? How? Cypher Maniac, I guess. Meowth. Are they playing any weird cards here? Cypher Maniac on top to protect himself from special red card, maybe? Yeah. Cypher Maniac's code breaking. 2 cards on top. Is it going to be Spectrier? That would be very sad. Can they even play Munkidori, Darkness Energy, and Spectrier, and Metagross, and Curamel in the same deck? That would be very crazy. Hi from Germany. Is Beedrill EX an option? Probably not. It's like really weak to item lock. Even if you're playing 4 copies of Dawn. I just need to wait it out one more turn and then swing with my Grimmsnarl. Probably will have to set up. I have to have Stretcher. I will have like 60 damage to throw. I wonder where they will remove the damage counters. On the active. Okay, that's perfect. Slowking attacks. The cool thing is, if I calculate all my damage correctly, the Kangaskhan will be at 240, so I can knock that out. Yeah, 240 and then 30 there. Still not gonna be enough quite yet, though. We do have Gwen. Maybe some disruption will help here. Let's go with... There's no more other Pokemon in this card pile, by the way. Bulbasaur is also a nice option. 60 damage. If I ball something up and transfer 60 there, I still don't get all the knockouts, unfortunately. I think the best plan of action is getting rid of that Monkey Dory. Yeah. Because that's really ruining our game plan. Yeah. They can still have Stretcher and get it back. I am aware of that. Get this over here. Alright. Save damage. And then we boss up the Slowking with no energies. Real quick checking the deck. 2 energies left. Okay. That's all I needed to know. Stretcher Grimmsnarl can work next turn. For now, this guy is stuck, right? We have the Stretcher right here as well. Should be enough. 30 damage. I have Stretcher left. Huh. Yeah. Don't want to get trapped either. I don't know if they have like a random Bulbasaur or something, but yeah, look at that. Damage counters flipping around. Monkey Dory gone. They've already played me out. They would need to like find switch at the correct time here. Kangaskhan also in a very awkward situation. Set 27 cards left in their deck. So my game plan is to knock out Kangaskhan, knock out Slowking. But even then, that would not be enough quite yet. Yveltal still not found from the prizes. How do we beat Festival Elite and Slowking with Honchkrow? We don't. You love this deck? Will Gardevoir EX win World? No. You mean Mega Gardevoir? Lillie! Slowking's probably stuck. He is stuck. That means I have a lot of damage to throw. Kangaskhan will... Oh, there's an energy on the Slowking. Will it matter? Another Slowpoke. 2 prizes? Yeah, that could matter. If I attack now... Still not enough quite yet, though. Brain. I want this guy to get knocked out because of Frostlastics. So that's 3 prizes. And then we go with the last Adrenabrain of the bunch. They can still Adrenabrain this guy if something happens, so leaving with this to start off with. And then we go for... If I draw into an energy, it's still okay. I can still Betrayal. Go with that. I still have the Bolsosaurus as well, but at this point, 3 prizes, I will not need Bolsosaurus any longer. Here you go, my friend. And that's calling it a day. Kangaskhan being knocked out because of Frostlastics. Boom, is Yveltal here? Yeah, not even that. I still have a Grimmsnarl though, so I have an additional room to get energy and afford Monkey Dory. Special red carded, no Kangaskhan. Slowking in the active position. This looks good. I'm not gonna lie. It does. Crispin, what is this wacky build? So you have Crispin, a Darkness Energy, Monkey Dory in the deck as well? Interesting. That's an interesting Slowking build. And random Seek Inspiration, is that the play? The one-off Crispin. Kangaskhan? Energy, hard retreat into Kangaskhan? Yo, this guy. Still not giving up, is he? 130 HP remaining. With double ticks is 110. I can transfer over 50, 70. But Kangaskhan is never attacking, right? Yeah, Kangaskhan is never attacking. Let's focus on this guy. Focusing on Meowth. Yeah, this looks great. I don't need to do anything else. I think the Meowth will get knocked out very shortly. Just end the turn. They cannot take 2 prize cards at once. There's no bench space for Monkey Dory to do some weird stuff. This Meowth will cease to exist next turn, and that's the game. Yeah. Wondrous Patch. They're still gonna launch an attack. Even with a random Annihilate could get them there, right? If they're playing Annihilate, they can get rid of both of these, and then I still lose. Maybe that is the win condition. But Annihilate is 5. Still not gonna be 5, 8, not. Damage counters haven't spread out perfectly, I guess. Do they have an answer? What are they doing? No, they don't. They were basically the new Brennan build. Yeah, like with Monkey Dory in there. Crispin as well, randomly. Alright, that was a victory for the Grimm. So I will get something to drink. This is currently the 60, as you can see. And I'll be back before you know it. So stay put. I'll be back shortly. Alright, we are back. Let's test some more Grimmsnarl. Like, we were up against Slowking. And yeah, the Shaman really helped. I don't know how much Slowking there will be at Worlds. It's kind of like up in the air. Alright. So, people were wondering why I am not playing Honchkrow any longer. It's because in this pitch black format, I have figured out that it's not really well positioned. Lots of one price decks gained a little bit of a buff. Think about Festival League with Gladion's final battle. Think about Alakazam with 2 cannon. Slowking also gained not a lot from the set, but like is well positioned. So there's that. Again, this Grimmsnarl deck is like not finding supporters, man. All comes down to the top deck. Yeah, Azul did not play Shaman, that's true. Grookey. And Ultra Ball, that definitely a Twacky here if you're getting item locked. Oh, Hand Trimmer? Pokemon Catcher? What people are playing here on the Master Rank League is like really crazy. Twacky is here. And Mist Energy? What? Yeah. Here we go, Ichipo. That's all I could do. Well, at least with the Twacky, they're probably gonna get a Lillie's Determination. They might actually just get a Seeking, but if I then knock this guy out, the game's over, so... Oh, they can attack twice. Air Balloon there. And the Lillie. Wow, yeah, I'm cooked. I'm completely cooked because I don't have a supporter. Is there a Grimmsnarl Masterclass somewhere? Not yet, at least. Can you increase the sound of my voice? Is it like really like not loud enough? It's like the same settings that I use to make battle videos, so maybe it's like the song that's like too loud. Look at that, they have everything. Look at that go. My opponent's having the nuts, and I don't even have a supporter. Well, we're hanging in the nick of it. Here we go, Pokegear. Ah, the Pokegear for the... I'm not... Maybe I've drawn to Candy, you never know. Slap this down. Candy? That would be amazing. No Candy, though. I do, however, have... Yeah, they're probably gonna bump the stadium once again. Buddy Buddy Poffin. 2 of these. Bump the stadium. Pokepad. Feltol is a nice option. But I probably need another Impidimp. Or do I? Do I need another? I can leave the element of surprise with the Pokepad as well. I had Balsasaurus in hand. Interesting. How many candies do I have? Oh yeah, that's enough. Maybe it is better to go full force on these guys. They might boss them up. They might. Sure. This. That. Spike Muff. Yeah, there are still capabilities for the clutch plays to happen, but if I showcase the clutch play already, they will be using the Twacky instantly. Double Seeking. Cool. Pokebat. Maybe this could have been an Yveltal. This is like heavily focused on the Seekings here, by the way. Having Mist Energy, all that weird stuff. Shaman to protect the bench. I'd probably give up an Impidimp here, or I could start swinging instantly. But yeah, swinging with a Grimmsnarl when there's a Shaman in play feels really, really meh. This guy is only slapping 60 though, so maybe with Gladion can be a different story. I need to get out double Frostlass. Yeah, that is the key. And then focus on Yveltal maybe. I still have Air Balloon and Secret Box in deck as well. So I think I'll give up one Impidimp. And then all these Mist Energies. Like they... This is a list protected against like Phantom Dive, right? Yeah, sure. KO me. It's fine. Time to bring out the Frozzies. Frozzies, Impidimps, all that good stuff. We have some time left. Special red card can also be utilized combined with like Bulbasaurus and Yveltal. Don't know how many switch outs they have. They have like a lot of Air Balloon though. At one point a Gladion can come into play, but with that many cards in hand, I doubt it. There's Frostlass. They can still like go for Bulbasaurus on these Frostlass. That's true. Yeah, I have the Secret Box in hand, so I can technically go for the play I want with the Yveltal and Bulbasaurus, so that's awesome. So I would need Bulbasaurus, special red card, and then trapping Thwackey. But I cannot trap Thwackeys because they have Mist Energy. So I will need to trap something else. What is this? Is this a new Goldeen? Goldeen with 70 HP. This is like the Seeking build of Festival Lead. Those don't have an ability, by the way. So that's definitely interesting. Lillie's Determination. They only have one Thwackey at the moment. All of these have Mist Energies. So I cannot clutch any of these guys. I can clutch... But if I clutch a Shaman, isn't it gonna get knocked out? Like now it's gonna get 20. If I clutch, it's gonna get knocked out. So there's that. Interesting situation. How do I sweep this entire field? I need to like... Or we are not weak to grass, right? So now is the time to strike with this guy, isn't it? In combination with special red card. I can make sure I special red card and knock out the Thwackey. Yeah, I also have the boss here, so there's like a lot of options I could go for. But if I special red card while there's no Thwackey in play, isn't that like really busted? So, definitely the Secret Box. Unfortunately, gonna have to give up on... I guess this is the best play. Yeah. And then special red card. This, that. Probably Bulbasaurus are the best plays I can think of. So, let us focus. Like if this one gets 30, definitely bumping this. Definitely slapping down special red card. If I attack, this one will get 2. Using Spike Muff. Let's see here. If I put 30, then this guy is knocked out. Rare Candy still part of the deck. Have to get rid of... If they have another Thwackey, it's like irrelevant. But if I like put 40 there, I can put 30 there, but the Thwackey still survives, which is sad. Yeah, the Thwackey needs to go. With Thwackey gone, they're not gonna be able to do too much, I would say. And we take a prize card as well. Energy. More monkeys? Sure. More monkeys. I'll just focus on the monkeys here. Yeah, focusing on the monkeys. Air balloon. I'll wait with the air balloon. They get two, they get two. And we also boss up the Grookey. Let's go. Look at that play. Doesn't matter, Shaman's on board. But yeah, they have no draw support. They got special red carded. And I'm here with a squad of triple monkey. Good luck. Yeah. All their attackers are about to go down, including Shaman. Shaman will get knocked out going into our turn. These Seekins will get knocked out. I just throw all the damage at the Goldeen. I don't even need Grimmsnarl at this point to win the game. Woo! 175 people watching. Thank you all very much for being here. This is the third live stream that we are doing for the Pokemon TCG World Championships to train. We've been training with a lot of decks, from Honchkrow to Lillie's Clefairy box to Slowking. There's the Diplin for nothing. Yeah. Special red card, balls, everything's gone. There's nothing you can do. It's over. We did it. Grimmsnarl beat this wacky Slowking build. Actually, not Slowking. Festival lead deck with Mist Energies. These Mist Energies are like legit. Maybe that should be a video. Did that deck actually do well recently online or something? Because this is an intriguing Festival lead deck with Seekings and Slowkings, with Seekings and Mist Energies, all that stuff. Lots of one prize decks being good at the moment. Interesting. How do we feel about the Chandler deck? Yeah, it's actually interesting. It is a deck that, when people are not expecting it, can really go far. We could technically test it out. What is it? Chandler deck? But it has a super low win rate. Telepath, Energy, Elgium, all that stuff. You trap opponents. You get your Chandler out. You try to mill them. That's pretty much what it is. We can try it out, I guess. Yeah, we're waiting for another opponent over on the Master Rank League. It's very difficult, like way up here. There's a lot of difficult matchups. Opponents play really well. And it's also seemingly harder to find an opponent as well. Okay, we found an opponent. Let's go. Can Grimmsnarl do it again? So I would say Festival lead is okay for Grimmsnarl, right? You might be weak to grass, but you have your Frostlass. Okay, we have a busted hand, and the opponent is playing Dragapult with hammers. Okay, the classic build, Dragapult hammers. Love to see that because I really like playing against the BDIF, so I can showcase that the picks that I have for Worlds can also do something against them. I'll take the mulligan, thank you very much. Oh, Spike Muffs, that's amazing. Now this is a great hand. We can go Snorant, Spike Muff, Buddy Buddy Puffin, Dreepy and Ultra Ball Dracloak. Or another Dreepy is probably... Yeah. Probably gonna be the choice. They get rid of hammers. Look at that. The Dunsparce is also going away. Yeah. Dreepies in the house. Against this matchup, I typically get out Snorant. I use Buddy Buddy Puffin. I'll get out 2 of these. And then I would prefer to find Monkey Dories. I know Secret Box is also still in the deck. This is not really the perfect hand. Although I can get rare candy out with this hand. I think the best plan is to go Spike Muff and go for a big Lillie's Determination. There's 9 energies in there, there's 4 Pokepads, and I cannot find Monkey Dory. Okay, maybe I should have gone for the Secret Box play instead. Maybe. But we still have more Lillie's Determinations where those came from, so that's fine. I could get an energy here. Buddy Buddy Puffin for more stuff. This will get item locked, so might as well Buddy Buddy Puffin for nothing. Hit him with the Itchy Pullin. Away with your items, my friend. Hey, we are getting Itchy Pullin as well. So we will have Morgrim, Frostlass. If everything goes well, another Morgrim. Thinning is winning. I need to find Monkey Dories here. That's really important. I currently did not have any Monkey Dory myself. Even though I played 4 monkeys, 4 Pokepad, and 9 energies, the Lillie's Determination was total garbage. I would love to find some monkeys. Risky Ruins. Adrenabrain. Yo. They're already at it with their Adrenabrain shenanigans. Ichipolon, let's go. It's time to evolve all of this stuff. Oh, here's a monkey. And I can instantly damage it as well. Insane. Energy here. Thank you, my friend. Evolve this. Get this guy out. And go for Lillie's Determination. Spike Mud as well. Get rid of their shenanigans. And get ourselves another Morgrim. Evolve it. And now the cool thing is I can knock out this Badoo with Ichipon because of their risky runes. Insane! They will have 10 damage to play around with. Could have gotten like the 10 damage removed from Morgrim, but this is fine, this is fine. Yeah, I could have like, but the cool thing is about having your secret box still for the late game is that you can get crazy combos to win games as well. So like leaving alone your secret box like really helps out in the late game. It really helps. Okay, they are item locked. What now? Maybe like a second Adrenabrain and attack into Morgrim. That would be insane. If they have Crispin. Pheasantipity joins the party. That's great. That's a really nice target to shoot down with that boss's orders. So, Frostlass will take that. I can boss up the Pheasantipity, damage that a little bit, but I think bossing up Munkidori is also not too shabby. I have a lot of damage on board as well. I can Petrel for a Pokepad to have double Adrenabrain going. No, not really. There's no energy in the discard, but I can still E-switch, I suppose, if it's in the deck. I will have to check with Spike Muff to see what the best option is here. I can still Petrel for Secret Box to get a lot of stuff, but I already have supporters. I already have stadiums. Patrol for Pokepad's probably better. How much damage does this guy even have? 70. Interesting. Really, really interesting. I have a Balsasaurus here, by the way. Oof, Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory. Okay, I should have checked what was in the deck, by the way. Yeah, I can still check with Grimmsnarl, I suppose. If there is an E-switch in here, there is an E-switch in there. Perfect. I think that is the best plan of action here. Patrol E-switch. Saving my air balloon just in case Crushing Hammer Shenanigans is doing something. Let's go. Monkeys have been established. I can keep on the item log if I want to, but this guy, 70. I can throw 40. That's a 60. Yeah, that's perfect. Can get rid of like 2 of these at the same time. But the Monkey Dory is also dangerous, right? 40, yeah. I guess it's fine. It's 40. Retreat! And here we go. Attack. Locked and loaded. There's still a target on the bench in the form of the Pheasant Ditty, so that's nice. 1, 2 prize cards. So if we get rid of Monkey Dory and Pheasant Dippity, we have the Balsasaurus in hand. We can get this dub. I am expecting to get special red carded here, maybe with some hammers left and right. Click on the Pokemon to put energies on. Yeah. It's like a drag and drop system, right? Okay. Meowth on board as well, making it even easier to gust, so we can just balls Meowth. Oh, there is Crispin. Double Monkey. Ooh, that's not a balls though, so they will be able to get rid of a monkey that way. I don't know if they have like disruption here. Double Monkey Dory. This is the Monkey Dory War. What is this? Dragapult versus Gardevoir? We're back. We're back. Back in the days. Yo. The double Monkey Dory is scary to see though. Adrenal Brain. 4 Lillie's played. Insane. This guy. Dragapult. Adrenal Brain. Yeah, this is a very nasty play, man. Double Adrenal Brain. Getting rid of more Grim. And damaging Grimmsnarl at the same time. And flipping tails on a hammer. Wow, the Dragapult is just so busted. And Fair Step on top of this. Like, are you kidding me? We need boss. Monkey Energy could be great as well, I guess. Stun spars with damage. Yo, look at all that. Insane. 2 hammers? Dragapult is just the best deck. Like, look at that. I was like in such an advantage. And then I've seen Raging Bull win against Festival Lead several times. How do they do it? Wellspring, Ogerpon, Sobbing, all that stuff. Yeah, this is not cool. My Morgrim ceases to exist. Badoo still survives, so we have that. Come on, boss. Boss for game. It was an unfair stamp, so I can still like Pokegear, balls, all that stuff. No. That's not gonna do it. 60 there. Is it knockout? Now this is a board state where they can take a lot of prize cards at the same time. But if I find something, I can transfer over 60, right? 60. I can knock out a Monkey Dory. What? I'm in a position where I really need to draw power. So I'll just get rid of this guy and hope I draw something from the prize cards. Everything can get knocked out here. It's so sad. Yeah. It's so sad. Come on, a good prize card, please. Give it to me. An energy. That's another Monkey Dory. But they have more monkeys than me. That's sad. How can I ever win with this situation? More Adrenabrains. This one will get knocked out. I will not have that much damage to spread around. Huh. Do I heal this one? If they boss this guy, they have 6 to throw. This one would still not get knocked out. This one is almost knocked out. This one will get knocked out 1000%. But transferring over 3 damage counters feels better, right? KO, KO. That's 4 prizes that they can get max, right? It's so crazy. Okay. Attack at the same time. Yeah, we're in a situation here that I will have a lot of Adrenabrain, but my Grimmsnarl will be gone. This Monkey Dory will be done. This is what 4 prize turn. Can I do something with that? Probably not. Special red card, Balsasaurus Budu. Come on, secret box would be great to pull. Did you play Festival Lead this stream? No, I have not. Maybe I should give it a try, but losing to Dragapult doesn't feel good. Flipping the script. I have nothing to work with. Nothing at all. If the festival crushing hammers as well. Crushing nothing. I could still. Do I have something like Balsasaurus Yveltal? Hand doesn't allow it. Phantom Dive, get rid of these 2. I have not that much damage to throw around. They have like 3 prize turn here. Yeah, I don't have Blood Moon in the deck either, so... Yeah, they could technically win. Spike Muff. What good is that gonna do? 3, 3, and 2. It's 8. It's still not a KO, so... I don't even KO anything. So that's the game right here. Insane. You see how strong Dragapult was, right? That was just insane. Unfair Stamp into Crushing Hammers into double Monkey Dory from their self. So Dragapult is like undisputedly the best deck. Like it's not even close. So I was trying out import. There's Wacky Chandelure. Wacky Chandelure. That's what it's called. Let's go. Let's see how it does. Set act. I think you want to go first, right? Go first and then go for the Chandelure shenanigans. I don't even know. How do you beat Dragapult? You see, like I have a great board state. I was ahead in the prize trade, but out of nowhere they had a double Monkey Dory board combined with hammers. Nothing I could do. Like even Grimmsnarl, you think, oh, you have a great time up against Dragapult? Nah. If their Crushing Hammers were all heads, it would have been even way, way worse. How do you choose if you want to go first or second? It depends on the deck, to be honest. I think most setup-based decks prefer to go second because that way you have the most outs to find yourself Lillie and get your setup going. Because if you go first and then get item locked, you might not even be able to go into the game. Oh man, this is bad. At least I have an Elgin, so if they attach energy to a Dreepy, I will transform it into something else. Not even having a Telepath energy. Try Mega Kangaskhan with Miracle Headset and 4 Ace Roller. Ace Roll? The Fortress build or something. But yeah. Yeah, we have an Ultra Ball, so that's great at least. I'll get rid of this. I'll get rid of that. Telepath energy could get more of these guys. Balsazors are more important. I'll get myself all these weird cards. Insane. I'll get a Lidwick. I am playing one Air Balloon, I guess. Get energy here. And then hope for the best. Like we Lampan and get the Lampan squad ready to go. And then we trap something. Dragapult is back. We have the slide shift, but Crispin can overcome all of this. I need to like trap something. That's the main objective. Lampant. And Lillie. I need to get like a lot of Chandelures out, right? Okay, cool. I have Telepath energy. I have an Air Balloon as well. Slide shift. Forces something, I suppose. Telepath. Do I need something? We will get 2 Lampants, and I'm playing 2 rare candies as well. Interesting. I can get this guy up, and then 2 Lampants, I guess. I don't want any of the other cards. Sure. I will Air Balloony myself. Well, let's go. And I do have candy, so Tinning is winning. That's what they told me. And we're gonna get these Lampants ready to go. I will have 4 Lampants. If I get some Mega Chandeler action going, is this deck actually playing any accompanying flutes or something? No? Well, that's bad. That's bad. I can still let the opponent draw a lot of cards and then attack with the Chandeler with the fire type energy. This deck, however, yeah, it's still playing a legacy energy and 3 copies of the fire energy and double copies of the stretcher as well. Okay. How will this go? How will this go? Dreepy. We have boss. We can retreat and slide shift some energies. Are they gonna Meowth? We can slide shift energies to the Meowth. We have a Maractus as well. Depends on what comes down on the bench, right? Fez. Okay. Maybe they're gonna charge up the Fez and start sniping our Pokemon on the bench. We are... Oof, all of these benches. Insane. Insane. Okay, what is the best plan? Trapping Meowth? We have 0-6 in the deck. Like, we don't have a lot of draw power. We burned 1 Lillie and 1 Hilda. This deck is playing only 3 Lilies, only 3 Hilda, but they're playing Double Dawn. Double Dawn, 4 bosses orders. So we'll see how we have the bosses orders already, so we can start trapping. There's no energies in their discard pile yet. We can slide shift and boss, forcing them. You can also retreat. They can attack. The bite attack. They can retreat. Interesting. This deck, again, no supporters. You guys asked for this. I bought my first deck. Dragapult, hide. Dragapult? Rare candy, this guy. Okay, it's my Elgin is gone as well. Yo, how do we proceed with this? Is this even a is this a legit deck? Like, let's be honest. What can we do here? Yeah, what now? We have Maractus, no air balloon situations. Fire energy. That's not doing anything. Only a 1 retreat cost. I'm not gonna be doing anything. I could like save my bosses for later, I guess. Maybe they go after this Maractus here. Yeah, this deck is garbage. Will not recommend it. Nah, 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 nah. What is all of this? 200 people watching as this Lampent deck's not doing what it's supposed to do. Right? Hello, Maractus. Enjoy being exploded. Phantom Dive, boom. I need to like draw the nuts here. Yeah, these guys all get some damage. That's fine. Exploding Needles, boom. There you go, my friends. Can I please draw a Lillie? Please, I'm begging you. Pokepad. Chandler, okay. Okay, Chandler time. Please let me draw something good. Pokepad, another Chandler, really? I guess we have no shot. More Chandlers. Please, something good. Pokepad. Man, what is this? This is getting ridiculous. They have 9 cards in hand, though. An army of Chandler. Pokepad. Why do I keep drawing all the... That's like reasonably weird shuffle shenanigans. But what is this even? They probably have like 2 Ultra Balls played. Okay. I have no other shot but to like trap this guy for a while and hope for the best. We have candies. Like, what is this? What can we do even? They're gonna knock this guy out and this guy out. And then, what then? Blaziken is here. 3 energies in play. 0 in discard pile. I would need to like, even if these guys get knocked out, I don't even have an additional air balloon. Now, I have an additional air balloon. So air balloon, Maractus trapping is an option. I will be able to draw at least 2 cards with my Chandler. Interesting deck. Don't think it will be doing well at Worlds. Phantom Dive, goodbye my Litwick. A 2 prize turn, so I will need to transform the Litwick with a candy into a Mega Chandler, then trap something in the active position. Doesn't even play Gravity Gemstone. Yeah, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Come on, let's see where we end up. Clefairy, what is this even? Alluring Light? Zerosic? That's not really what you want to see. Lillie? Not even that. This deck is really, really bad. Insane. I have like... I did nothing. Nothing at all. Chandler did nothing at all. Ugh. Okay, it's time to play a new deck. Yeah. Let's play some hide and sneak. It's been a while since I played that. Sneak spread. Go. Let's do this. Can we win with his Hide and Sneak. Hide and Sneak is an interesting deck. Is weak to disruption, all that stuff. I get it, I get it. But you do one-shot Dragapult quite easily. Metang Chinchino, nah, let us not kid ourselves. Okay, we have been in the same amount of ranking situation like for the last. How much time has passed by? Okay, 2 hours and 20 minutes, sure. Come on, now is the opportunity to shine. With Hide and Sneak, 200 people watching. New deck from Pitch Black. Will it be sufficient? That is the main question on everyone's mind. This list is actually playing the Spiritomb with the Spiritual End. If there are 13 or more Hide and Sneak fellas in our discard pile, it's going to be good. I think this deck wants to go first because you have a high chance to attack with Banette, right? Right. Okay, there is a Downmice, there's a Sinistra as well. But you need 4 of these in the discard pile. Yeah. I'll lead off with the Downmice, I suppose. Sinistra. Yeah. There's nothing else I can do here. Oh, Dragapult returns with a vengeance. Pokepad, okay. This deck is playing Latias. So if I just set up a Shuppet, I will be able to attack with Banette for 80 damage very easily. Let's go with that. So Telepath Energy is what I need combined with a Banette. Isn't that hard to find, is it? You're the reason I play Honchkrow. Well, Bentran4575, great to hear it. If you guys want to hear more about Honchkrow, I created the most perfect masterclass you can imagine. If you want to like become a better Honchkrow player and fly high. Fun fact is that if we take a look at this, like this medal over here is actually one with playing a Honchkrow deck. So if you were wondering, again, we're up against Blaziken Dragapult, but this time we have a different deck. We are playing, oh, Meowth, 170 HP. We love to see that with the Downmice. We just have to go 2-2-2. This deck is not playing multiple prizes. It is playing Meowth, Fez, and all that stuff, but we're good, we're good. If there's a Budu, we can also go for Vengeful Anchor, so there's a lot of win conditions with that. You don't have to worry about Phantom Dive at all, so that's awesome. Which deck can even say that? Don't have to worry about Phantom Dive and all that weird stuff. Alright, Ultra Ball, we're blocked. Congratulations, we just need an energy, man. Give me an energy! No energy at all. That's awesome. We need 6 or more in the discard pile. Yeah. Let's slap down up. I can also like Ultra Ball this guy, but this is also nice to like spread around some damage and then quadruple all the damage. Very hilarious. That's for sure. We have a lot of options at the moment. They still have just Budus, so this guy. 4 damage counters on each of your opponent's Pokemon. If you don't, yeah, there's still capabilities for them to utilize Adrena Brains. That's true. But 4 on everything is definitely scary if you're able to like quadruple the damage counters. So note to that. I have Team Rocket's Watchtowers, but the problem is that they've already used their Meowth. So we have that. They will be able to set up an entire board. They can maybe attack with Blaziken, I suppose. We need a lot of them in the discard pile. Currently 0 in the discard pile. Let's go. I can evolve into this guy. We are immune from Phantom Dive regardless, so that's reassuring. Probably have to slap this down so I can get rid of this Stadium card. I think Prism Tower is also super nice. I will keep on getting item locked. Thank you, opponent. Alright, here we have Banette. And here we have Sinistra. Let's go. I'll also slap this down. And I go for that big Lillie's Determination. Still nothing. I have the Spiritomb though. Yeah, I'm not gonna slap down. And these guys cannot be damaged anyway. The cool thing is that I can. Now these guys are evolution Pokemon, so that's kind of sad. I do have a Balsasaurus, but I have no energies, so playing it safe, I suppose. Just giving a little slap against a Dragapult. then 40 on everything, and then like try to quadruple all the damage. Is that the strategy? 13 in this card pile is like insane. Could have slapped down a Dalmise just in case, and I only needed. Do I have Air Balloon in here? I do not have Air Balloon. That's sad. I will have to attack with like Banette for a while. Clapping Blaziken with the Banette. Sure. We have to play it really, really slow. I don't even know if we can win at this point, but we're gonna try it. These guys can only get slapped for a little bit of damage, so that's fine. Okay, the energy, a little bit late to the party, I suppose. So we have this. And Puppet Pull can get rid of the Badoo. Right? 4 on everything. Interesting. Taking a prize card here feels nice, but then I can get Unfair Stamp out of existence, which is really scary. Yeah, look at this. It's time to Gwen around. I'll leave the Spiritomb as a surprise element. Yeah, whatever. Oh, there we go. All these can remain here. I'm not gonna knock anything out. If this guy's knocked out, probably gonna have to go with the Dalmise. We do have a stretcher, and let's just go for Puppet Pull. A big Brilliant Blender coming down. We still don't have energies, but I will get it back with stretcher, so it's fine. Do I need Brilliant Blender here in the first place? Or just a Telepath energy? It's probably safer if Dragapult attacks. Yeah, Brilliant Blender is also... I'll just take a Telepath energy, yeah. Then I can Dalmise, Boss Up, Dragapult. But I don't want to like set up Clefairy in play. Maybe I Boss Up Meowth. How many in there? Only one. Only one hide and seek. Can you believe that? Hi, good luck with the training. Hide feels like a fake deck to me. Can't even easily beat the target's matchups. Yeah, sure. It feels that way. Yeah, go second is an option. But this deck is weird. Oh, they're playing Secret Box. 2 candies gone. If this guy is knocked out, I will go for Sinistcha. Maybe I should go Sinistcha into Sinistcha, start on the Polty guys as well, and then quadruple Shenanigans. Is that an option? A Wondrous Patch would also feel good here with Lillie Clefairy. Retreat. There's the Phantom Dive, alright. The Badoo is still around as well. Monkey Dory is really, really annoying. Because they're gonna be able to transfer over some damage. Yeah, it doesn't work. It heals them, but it doesn't work on this guy. Yo, there's a Judge. Yo, I had everything mapped out here. We have a Lillie. We can Ultra Ball these away. Phantom Dive. I guess at this point, it's actually fine to... How many in there? 4 on everything. Feels nice. Can I do that time and time again? Or should I just go with Clefairy and slap? At this point, it feels better to like 4 on everything. Set up a Patrat. Is that like, and then quadruple all the damage? Can I take all my prize cards that way? This Monkey Dory is really annoying though. Yeah. I'll try it with this. Brilliant Blender and Ultra Ball. So we Ultra Ball this. We set ourselves up with a Patrat first. But Monkey Dories cannot be shut down on our low HP fellas, right? It can help them. Phantom Dive is still scary. If we just focus on this, they can only, they can have like double Adrenal Brain. We're gonna have to try it. Brilliant Blender. Get rid of this. This. How many in there? We need all of them in there, right? Most of them in there, at least. Yeah, maybe this is better. What's that? Time for some spread. Time for some spread. So, Telepath here. I could have knocked this guy out with our good friend Dalmice, but I'm gonna try something. There will maybe be a Patrat. They can Adrenal Brain only on the Dalmice. The rest is safe. The rest is safe. I will get the Patrat later because they can still attack twice and then put damage there, but they cannot move damage. Maybe I should get it already. Attack 1, attack 2, they take 3 prize cards. Attack 1. Maybe. It's still tricky. Maybe I just wait a turn. Then they're focusing all their damage on that, and then I go for... Maybe it's too late already. I'll get rid of this. Get rid of that. Probably will need that. These are all great cards. Patrat. I don't know if this will work. I've never played this deck before, so... Well, let's go the matcha spin. Let's go. We do take a prize, funny enough. And we can special red card Sinistcha. And then if I quadruple the damage here, will that get myself all the prizes? Times 4, so 160. Combusken's knocked out. Draclo is knocked out. Blaziken's knocked out. That's a 4 prize turn. I like 1 damage counter short. I have to like do it again with the Sinistcha. After Worlds, will you be going to Frankfurt? Yes, I will be there. Yo, how's it going? Keanu BH. It's going great. Testing a lot of different decks at the moment. It's a blast. It's nice. Maybe if I... There's another Monkey Dory. It's not gonna work though. Patrat is in the house. So they can Phantom Dive, and they can put 6 there. But they cannot move any of the damage counters. So I can then Sinistcha again, and win with our good friend Spiritomb. That's the plan for today. How many in the discard pile though? 2, 6, 8, 9. I need to get 4 more in there. That's this and the other fella as well. Are they gonna swing with the Blaziken? Can also still attack with Dalmice. Nah. Pulses orders on the Patrat. 6 there. These are still safe though. I'm afraid to slap down Meowth, but I can still Sinistcha again first. But they have the double Adrenal Brain. Adrenal Brain does not work on these guys. But the double Adrenal Brain... Yeah, they cannot... If I find Patrat again, that would be amazing. How many stretchers in here? 0. Yowza. Okay, cool. They can still, like, have a situation going where they can chimp out a lot of this stuff away. Okay, another energy. That's kind of fine. I will need another energy because I can like special red card, I guess, maybe for later. That's your red card right now. Telepath here. And then go for... If this guy's knocked out, there's 2 more in the discard pile. Maybe I should have waited. Special red card right now. I'll wait for the next turn though. Yeah, cannot afford to do anything at the moment, so it's gonna need the matcha spin once again for redonkulous damage. Can I get to like 13? That's the question, right? 2, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11. Can I get 2 more in there? I don't know if there was 2 more in there. Yeah, there's a lot of damage on the field at the moment. If I would have been able to like get the... Yeah, they can still take 2 KOs at the same time. These guys are protected from Monkey Dory shenanigans. So there's that. Can I quadruple the damage? That's the question. How many hide and sneaks are there, by the way? 4, 4, 4, 4, 16, right? I don't think I can get there. I think there's a couple of them prized. I think a couple of them are prized, so it's gonna be difficult to withstand. Lillie. Stretcher. Dragapult. Ball. Maybe I should have not evolved this guy in hindsight. Then I probably would have had enough. Yeah, because if I now attack again for like 4 damage counter and everything. How many energies right there? And the discard pile 0. 3 Ultra Balls played. Probably 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Goodbye, Dalmice. 7 energies in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goodbye, Dalmice. I will have to like special red card boss my way to victory here. Yo. Blaziken again. Drina Brain doesn't work. Phantom Dive. Okay, so we survived this. I don't think I'll have enough hide and sneak fellas in my discard pile, unfortunately. So close. I think if a couple of them were not prized, that would be amazing. There's Gwen. Here, special red card for you. At the moment, I can try and boss like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 energies. Probably will find an energy here. Nothing has... this has air balloon. Nothing has a 2 retreat cost. I guess I can Meowth and find out... only 1 in there, so I cannot get there. So that's not a win condition, unfortunately. That is not a win condition. I don't think I can win any longer. No. It's gonna have to be... even if I like do the boss's orders play on something like this, they just need 1 energy to attack, so... It's so sad. Yeah. So sad. Much else bad. It didn't work out quite well. I would have not gotten there. Maybe if I didn't evolve this guy, we would have gotten a chance. Maybe they don't have an energy. No, they have an energy, so that's very interesting. I want to try this out again. This is like really interesting. I have to like calculate my Pokemon first before I do anything else. Because if I knew there like were a couple of them prized, in total you have 16. So there were a couple of them prized. Maybe if I would have been able to attack with the Dalmice earlier, would have been amazing. Alright, let's do this again. Hide and sneak, it's time. You are so excited! Ah! Interesting. 223 people watching. You guys are total legends. If you want to be seeing specific archetypes, you can also leave something down in the live chat. But currently I'm testing out this new hide and sneak deck with like a lot of spread. I didn't actually calculate. I will have to check here. Like, decklist analysis. Hide and sneak is interesting. What happens when you play the Spiritomb? You can quadruple all the damage counters on your opponent's side of the field, which is actually insane. What do you think about the Chandelier deck? I don't think it's that good, to be honest. Spiritomb. Is the version with Blood Moon more consistent with the Dunsparce? Probably. Have you tested out Excadrills? Yeah, I did test it out a little bit, but not too big of a fan of it. Not too high on it. Although discarding cards from the opponent's top deck is very nice. Okay, we found an opponent. Can we do this again? Do we want to go first? I think this I'll test it out going second, because you never know. Telepath, boom, attack instantly. Feels nice, only if it's 30 damage. Leading up with a Poltergeist of 30 HP. Luckily they cannot get Monkey Dories, they cannot get Curse Blast, they cannot get Phantom Dive, so at least we have that going for us. So we are the only one prize deck that has this built-in protection. Sinisha able. Look at that artwork. I really like this artwork. Nice. So we have the Gwen. We're gonna discard almost half of our resources. Getting rid of the Banat. Maybe use the Shuppet, because Shuppet can then find Brilliant Blender. This is an ace-spec card. I'm playing in Baltimore in September and debating between Pult Noir, Festival Lead, or Excadrill. Just play the one that you feel that you have the most experience with, that you feel like you're gonna have like less misplays with. That's my advice. Because getting punished of misplays is scary. Okay, we're up against Excadrill. Interesting. That is very interesting. Is that a good matchup? I don't know. I don't know. Instantly Trolley raw in hand. Doesn't feel good, does it? Okay, an army has arrived, and we currently are not the best shot to win this game. Because they can undermine. The undermine will really help out to discard some of our resources though. So note that down. If we attack the Mega Excadrill and get an attack off with the Sinisha, we will be in a very great position. So I will actually Pokepad, find Delmice, discard these two with the Gwen, and see how we end up going. Okay. Another fella. I'll think these are important. Yeah. This is also important. Finding a Delmice. And then Gwen. Finding a Banat. Here we go. That's two of them gone already. One damage counter on the opponent's active Pokemon. It's not really the best situation to be in, is it? Yeah, but at least it's better than nothing. Let's go. 10 damage on the bell. Now we're gonna get it. I don't even know how this will go, this matchup. So we will need to attack with Banat. Yeah, there is the Mega Excadrill. Gonna discard some of our resources. We need to make sure we can get like 4 of them in the discard pile. There's currently 3. Then we attack with the the Shuppet with Banette, get a very great card, then go for the Sinistcha. I think Sinistcha is really important in this situation because that's gonna allow us to put 4 on everything. Mega Axe Drill. Maybe they do discard some hide and sneak fellas. That would be amazing. Do your best. Metal Makers taking place at the moment. So we attack with Banette, we attack with Sinistcha, and then we go quadruple the damage. I think I need to attack twice with Sinistcha, which is the main concern here. Yeah, that is a concern. I probably want to slap down the stadium as well, because I want to thin as much as possible, so I don't draw into these cards. Although the Watchtower can really help us as well in the late game. Yeah, with Meowth. Yeah. Boss's orders. Okay, probably gonna go after the Shuppet, right? Undermine, let's go. Gwen and a fella energy, that's not good. Not even a hide and sneak fella, that's sad. Spiritomb is here, that's interesting. So we go with this. Let's calculate here. 2, 4, 5, 8. 8 hide and sneaks. 9. 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we can get there. That's at least reassuring. I will get the Banette. So Banette here. Energy here. I will get Stretcher. Set up this because this is going to be an important fella, by the way. And then with this hide and sneak, Puppet Pull, we go for search deck for a card. Yes, a big Lillie's Determination. Can also go for Brilliant Blender. Depends on what they go for, by the way. If they like leave us alone or not. Yeah, consistency is better. This is 8, so if we are able to like now go for Sinistcha, we will need to get some in the discard pile here. Currently only 2. We need 6. Maybe they will Metal Maker. Now they're just gonna go maximum drilling, not taking any chance to discard these guys. They also healed up with the Jumbo Ice Cream, which is really annoying. I probably will just promote Banette, evolve into Sinistcha, give an energy to Sinistcha, and see if I can get some in the discard pile. It's gonna be really hard. I need like Prism Energy. I need these Dalmices are not gonna be doing. Are not gonna cut it. Yeah. We're on the back foot, that's for sure. Please. Metal Maker again. I could slap down the Watchtower so I don't draw into it with Lillie's Determination. I cannot afford to slap down Meowth in this matchup. How many balls? Maximum drilling, let's go. We are knocked out, fine. Now, we are gonna go for the Banette here. Attack again, go for Brilliant Blender. This, I will get an energy to this guy because I do believe they're gonna gust this guy up if they have the opportunity to do so. Lillie, slap this down as well. Lillie's Determination. Oh wow, wow, that changes everything. Brilliant Blender. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll actually, yeah. Don't need any of these guys anymore. Maybe we do though. If we just look at that. Rah. I can attack with Dhelmise as well. But this will be more interesting. Retreat. We also have Ultra Balls and all that stuff, so for now, let's just focus on the Matcha Spin. What's that? Damage on everything. Next turn we do it again, and we quadruple all the damage. How many? 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 6 more. Attack with this guy, attack with this guy, attack with this guy, quadruple everything. Yeah, these do have a lot of hit points, so we need to do this attack again. Betrayal. 2 prize, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's fine. You can Jumbo Ice Cream what you want. Hey, my boss's orders. Here we go again. Yeah, now and at this point, I have a stretcher for the fella. I'll go. I also need this guy. Ultra Ball. Get rid of this, get rid of that. Here is the Gwen. 1, 2, draw 6. Make sure they don't gust. Activation. Telepath could get us free retreat. Free retreat. Latias is still in the deck, so they can still boss us. We have stretcher is an option as well. Currently, we are at 5, 7, 10, 12. Interesting. Very interesting. I can also just set this guy down. They're not going to go after this one. And then we can provide free retreat later. Let's go. I don't know if they will have Balsasaurus. They have only played one, but I cannot slap this down quite yet. It's gonna have to be for later. Just take your time. What's that? You can still boss this guy up. Then we do it again. Jumbo Ice Cream deactive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's all the prize cards. I just need to slap Spiritomb down. If something gets knocked out, that's fantastic. They're air ballooning. Hard retreating into Genesect. Team Rocket's Betrayal. I can just quadruple here, right? If I another Jumbo Ice Cream, now our entire strategy goes down the drain with this. How many Jumbo Ice Creams are they playing? 3. That is a crazy amount. That is a crazy amount. I have Lana's 8, and this guy will get knocked out, so that's great. Lana's 8 could get us the energy card, and then there's going to be 13 in the damage and the discard pile. How many stretchers here? 3. Scary. Okay. So, in this situation, Lana's 8. Get back energies. Yeah. Let's see here. 5, 8. 8 is 12. Okay. Only 50 damage is not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut 50. Yeah, it's not gonna cut it. That's not great. Ugh, yeah. That's definitely not great. We need to like do that with some gusting as well. Yeah. Yeah, we cannot even get there, by the way. Lattice is also priced. Dang, we are so cooked. This deck is so difficult, man. What is your approach for preparing for the World Championships? Play a deck that you know best, like a deck that doesn't, yeah, get you a lot of losses because of misplays. Like even with a deck like this, is like really tricky. Because if they knock this guy out, I can Spirit Tomb out of existence. But the problem is, like, this was really well played by the opponent. Do they even have, like, they had like triple jumbo ice cream. That's really what made it really difficult for us. We're gonna be playing one more game. One more game. Yeah, this triple jumbo ice cream was too much to deal with. And they also had raw trolley in hand, so way too slow. Okay, let's play the Slowking deck. This is going to be the last battle in this live stream. So hopefully you guys had a blast. We've been doing this for 3 hours. So we will be back with more live streams very shortly. Let me know any video suggestions as well in the live chat. Maybe those will be made at one point. Here we go. Man, that was kind of difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Spirit Tomb is only 2 targets, so a very difficult deck to play, by the way. Let's go first. Let's play the one, the only Slowking. This is an okay hand if I find an energy card. I have Pokepad. Could get Latias on board. Of course, we're up against Dragapult. Wouldn't expect anything else. Here is the Pokepad for the Slowpoke. Spectrier is in there just in case. They do run their... Okay, we have Smoochum. Not really what we need. Energy here. I will Ultra Ball. Do I get rid of these cards? Like, there is a world out there where I get the Slowking and the Ultra Ball. I can slap down the Meow. It's gonna be scary. What do I need? Kyurem. Now I also need an energy, so maybe... Huh. If I get Kyurem right now, the only card I would need is an energy and Academy at Night, which I can find with Cypher Maniac. Energy, Academy at Night, and Kyurem. Now, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. And just get Latias already. Yeah, maybe that is the better shot. Getting Kyurem also really appealing. Well, we can get Latias with other cards. Maybe get this first. You never know what we top deck, right? Could have saved Meow as well. So we evolve into Slowking. We go for Run Errant. Energy and Academy. Yeah, maybe I could have gotten there. Yeah, with the Meow. Energy and Academy. Yeah, that's what I needed to do here. Then I could have gotten the Kyurem sweep. But yeah, slapping down Meow in this matchup. There is a Meow as well, so Kyurem irrelevant. Even if I would have been able to pull it off, it's total irrelevant. 2 Dreepies. I could also Telepath and Tackle if there's a Budu. If there's no Budu, it's gonna be... Oh, no Budus? Amazing. That really helps. That means I can Slowking, Lillie's Determination, then Run Errant, like 10 cards. And we have the Pokepad, but we do not compact with Spectrier quite yet. So we get Slowpoke, and Latias. Easy choices right there. Pokepad, finding Spectrier, and hope we can find an academy or a secret box, anything like that. Nope, we do find Boomerang Energy though. Yeah, still not where we need to be at, it's fine. We can get the Boomerang Energy on the Slowking, go for the Spectrier, get rid of Shaman, hope they cannot find Stretcher. If they do find Stretcher, we Spectrier again, and then go Clefairy, Clefairy. When is the next live stream? Probably somewhere next week, I don't know. I have to like schedule it out. No Hunch for Worlds? Question mark? Yeah. I feel it's not the best play, if I'm being honest. You can also start Spectriering the Dracloaks. Spectrier is very interesting. I haven't seen any Hammer though. Do I need anything in particular? We do have the Surfer already in hand, so I think I'll need Cypher Maniac to get Academy at Night. So we get Academy at Night. They're probably gonna attack with Dragapult, and we already have Energy. Secret box is nice. If we do get special, we're not gonna get special red card and Fair Stamp, then probably a Lillie is better. If we, not even that. Probably not gonna get Fair Stamp here. Clefairy. It's always interesting, right? Telepath. Energies will be in the discard pile. Maybe just a secret box. Let's go. Academy at Night. Boomerang Energy. Retreat time. Can evolve. Not really suggesting that, although there's a world where they can knock both of these out, but then we're gonna go for Clefairy anyway, so let's go with that. Get out of here, Shaman. So let's see how that goes. What do you think in Prime Catcher and Slowking? It's an interesting one, because that allows you to like gust in the end of the game with Clefairy to knock something out that you want. Crispin? Let's hope both of these stretchers are priced or unfindable, or are not findable, that's the thing. Then we have everything in hand to go for that powerful... Oh, there's a stamp already. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, caramba. What do we get? Ultra Ball, Meowth. Meowth's in the discard pile. Ultra Ball, Slowking. Ultra Ball, Phasandipity. Yeah. Yeah, not really great. Then we have to respond. If I could like cure him like 3 targets here, that would be amazing. But I think Dragapult's now gonna attack. That means like if I can cure him 1, 2, 3 targets, that's awesome. Flipping some scripts. Recon. We have an Ultra Ball, not really a lot we can do with that. But their Unfair Stamp is already gone. Lots of Recon. You see how strong Dragapult is, right? Like, look at that. You see 9 cards just with abilities. You can item lock, you can Phantom Dive, you can spread damage. It's too hard to deal with. I have no idea which deck is better to bring at Worlds. Maybe we should be playing Dragapult as well. Like, this is just too strong. No Shaman. So, there's definitely something that could be done there. Take care of Torchic and the 2 Dragapults is an option. Surfer. Interesting. A Surfer is not really the card I need, so I will Ultra Ball. I will Fez. My Meow is prized, so that's sad. Cypher Maniac. Cypher Maniac could help. There's still Curran, but I need... Cypher Maniac could get Stretcher. Wonder Dispatch Stretcher is not gonna cut it, unfortunately. Run errand. We have a Stretcher, nothing else though. Yeah, this is game over. Like, one unfair stamp, the game's over. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this live stream. I'll be back soon with more Pokemon TCG content. I wish you all a very fantastic rest of your day. And yeah, have yourself a fantastic... at this point, we are actually approaching the weekend, so make the most of it and practice a lot for the Pokemon TCG World Championships. The stream will be happening the next stream probably next week, and also take a look at tune in for the Pokemon TCG World official broadcast over on Twitch as well as YouTube. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. See you guys soon. Peace.